Welcome to Fearless Conversations, a podcast by free thinkers of the world. The content within this episode is intended for mature audiences only.
Hi, how are you? I'm Euge and I'm with my co-host
Mariano.
And today we're going to be defining what is Fearless Conversations. Mariano, can you answer that question? What is Fearless Conversations?
So yes, fearless conversations comes with being vulnerable and trying to come up with the right questions in a respectful and caring manner, or non-judgmental manner.
Right.
And if you can do that, people will trust you, people will open up, and now you're having a much deeper connection with the person you're talking to and the people that are also listening to the conversation.
It's Fearless Conversations for me is a safe space to interact and exchange deep thoughts, deep ideas, where you can grow and learn something from each other, and where we share it for people to connect with us. So you're all welcome to connect with us on this space in this show, and we would love everyone to comment and share how they connect with each other, what they do to connect with each other in everyday lives. Like you, Mariano, created this space to connect, to share all these this need you had to connect with people. You are doing this here, and it's great because you're opening and everyone can see, but it's also great to see how our audience, our followers, would like to connect with each other or with us, right?
Yes, yeah. So we will touch on different subjects that sometimes people are uncomfortable with touching, and you, for example, about talking about death, talking about love, talking about infidelity, talking about racism and homophobia and xenophobia, anti-Semitism. You know, what's going on with religions? Why do people from one religion consider that other religions are inferior or not the right religion? So it's about acceptance. It's about inclusion. Instead of looking at things that separate us or divide us, look at the things that connect us. And it's a learning process. You know, I mean,
and this is very important because when you go into our channel, you find videos in Spanish, videos in English. So Mariano, would you like to tell everyone what is Animate?
Okay. So the other thing is, because my personal experience was living in different countries, I was raised in English and I was also raised in Spanish. And so I have a connection with English speakers very deep, and I have a connection with Spanish speakers. And now I'm also going back to my roots, my heritage, which is Italian, and also trying to connect with Italian speakers. And then eventually with French speakers. So that's just a personal something that I consider that I enjoy and that it's fun. So animate is similar to fearless. It means
and
to
let's
take
translate
risk.
it. Let's translate it. Animate would be like go for it, right?
Yes. Go for it, dare, take a chance, dare, go for it. Just do it. You know, there's different ways of saying don't put yourself down, don't let your self-doubt not or stop you from reaching your dreams.
Yeah. Lovely.
And the thing about dreams, when you talk to somebody in Argentina or talk to somebody in Italy or Spain or the United States, you will find that that's one of the things that connects us, because we all have dreams. The dreams may vary. You know, it can go from somebody who wants to be president of the country to somebody who wants to be able to fly and work for an airline, or somebody that wants to be an actor, or somebody that wants to do medicine in a different way. So the dreams vary, but it's the one that we connect with is those that go after their dreams.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter whatever, you know, there isn't one dream better than another dream. It's just the main point is go for your dreams. Animate.
To make it very clear, why did you start this channel?
Production company. So your dreams can come up later in life. They don't have to be when you're a little kid or a young adult. I took acting lessons, mostly probably because of my son, because he's an actor, and he started theater classes, and I was more of the athlete business person, and he inspired me, you know, and I wanted to connect with him at the things that he loved to do. So I started acting lessons, but then you combine the acting and creativity with the business side. And that's when I registered a company, I did a website, then I started the social media part, and then this thing about interviewing people and connecting people from around the world, because that's also part of what I love to do.
Yeah. What, like, if you could dream big and you had the magic wand, what would you like to achieve with this project?
Yes, that is amazing, because what I also realize is if you don't dream something, like if you limit your dream, you're gonna reach that limit. You're gonna reach that dream, you know. And it's also a process, because during acting lessons with Leah, this question would come up, and my dream would be evolved, would change, because I thought one time was, oh, I want to be in front of, you know, doing a TED talk and being in front of 5,000 people. I'm going to talk about something that's important. Everybody's going to be, ah, wow, bravo, bravo. And so I would picture myself doing that, you know. And
so you would like to do a TED talk?
But the dream is, yes, I probably would.
I can see you doing that. I can imagine you.
Okay, so it's still there, but it can evolve. What happens is, like even when I was doing the acting, like when I was taking acting, I go, oh wow, if I want to dream big, I want to win the Oscar. I want to talk in front of 20
Don't we
people.
all? Didn't we all stand even at least once in front of the mirror and be like, "Thank you to the Academy." We all did.
Yeah, but no, I didn't do that, but you did it. So
don't lie to me.
No, I think it's a great idea to get something, you know. Thank you.
And the music comes on, and you're still there, like, thank you, Mom.
Thank you. Yes. But that would be fun to do, to write the speech.
Yeah.
That is how you start to create that, you know, law of attraction, and you start to generate the universe and the energy that is starting to take shape, because you're actually visualizing it, right? I finished the course of acting classes for 18 months, and it was 3 hours every Wednesday for 18 months, right? I only missed one class, and that's because I was in Europe or whatever. But I was very committed to that class, and it was one of the best things I ever did. It was like, I just tried so many crazy things that I never thought I would do, right? So I grew as a person. I connected with my fellow students. I connected with my teacher and all this. So that was amazing. But I also learned there was a moment that was very frustrating. I wanted to quit, which was when we had to memorize the lines.
No, Mariano,
No,
don't be
no,
lazy.
yeah, but it's not even okay. So
And besides, I had one, I also did acting lessons. I went to the acting university here in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And one teacher told us, learning your lines is the easiest and hardest and most important thing you have to do to start acting. Like that's the floor you're standing on.
exactly.
After that, everything is upwards. You still have to act. So learn your lines, because that's something you can control. You can control how to know your lines. Sometimes it's not so easy to control your acting, to your feelings, your emotions, your how is your day, because actors never have never make two identical shows. That would be a video, not a play. So, but you can control that, you know your lines, that you're ready for the job. You can control all those other things.
Yes, yes. But okay, and this is something that we should talk about in the program. We should not limit ourselves. But I struggle. Like there were other students, and they picked up the lines much quicker than I did, and it gets to the point.
Don't be so sure. They did their work. I don't know if they
okay.
if they did it easier than you. No. It's a matter of, some people have like an very quick memory, but you can train all that.
Okay, so you have people that, like my son, he is amazing at memorizing lines. He did a whole play, monologues and stuff, and it just blows me away. When I tried it, I did try it. And then I spent time and I'm reading it, I'm walking, I'm in the plane, I'm in the car, no, not in the car, well, maybe in the car, but we're walking and I'm trying to memorize. And it was a lot more difficult for me. I mean, that's just the way it is. It was more difficult for me. So that was very frustrating. And I'm still going to try the acting. I'm not going to give up. But I'm going to have to see if I can do it. If I keep messing up the lines.
You have to train it. You have to keep on learning things. And there are strategies. Like if you're telling me that you have a difficulty to learn lines, and when you tell me this, you're already like defining that for you it's more difficult. It's not like that. You're just learning to memorize lines. It's not easy. For me, it's very difficult as well, but there are some techniques you can use. Objects, like when I say this line, I look at this object, which is to erase an eraser. And when I say this other thing, for example, I eat something, but you have to be able to say your lines while doing things and not thinking about the lines. But the first time you sit down, you have to analyze your lines and imagine what you're feeling and break it down, and write feelings, write actions you would do with those lines. But you can. The only thing is that you have to give it a chance and to really make an effort. Once you know them, it's so
pleasure. Yes.
Yeah.
So I did memorize. I still messed it up. And my partner was another woman. And she was so good because she just played along and we changed the words and then we came back. And then, I recorded it somewhere in there, will come out. And the people that were seeing it, they didn't know the lines, so they didn't really know that I was messing up. Okay. But
no,
if it's a if it's a director or the writer is gonna, they may say no, that's not acceptable. So, but when you do remember the lines, it felt so good because I was into the character. I became the character, and the lines just flew naturally.
Okay, yeah.
But now I appreciate people that don't go through this. They don't realize how I realize now how difficult it is for actors to say those lines and that it sounds natural. It's not too fast. It's not too slow. You're not waiting for them to finish their line. Oh, okay, now it's my turn. Right? It has to, you have to listen to the other person, and then the lines just come out because they're your lines. You are that person, right?
Absolutely, I agree with that. It's so difficult. Acting is very difficult, and one is not aware of how difficult it is until you have to do it. Yeah. What would you like to achieve with this project? I know there will be many things you would like to achieve, but if you had to summarize it like in one idea, what would you say?
The first thing is that it has to be fun for me. I have to enjoy doing it. Okay, so as long as every week, every time, and with the people that I'm working with. So as long as I can, the ultimate goal is to be self-sustainable, that it grows, that it's adding value to humanity, and that the team that we have in place, everybody's growing, learning, and improving professionally, financially. So I do have this conflict that when you start thinking about the money,
yeah,
this is what I talked to Dolly about. Like, you need to keep your essence. You need to keep your values, your essence. And that's, for me, it's about connection. It's about, like, it's so important about connection that I want to be able to connect people from different religions, different nationalities, different ideologies, all of that. Everything that makes us different as humans, race, like if we go beyond this very superficial part and we connect on a human level, and we do that through fearless, through free thinkers of the world, that is the ultimate and the biggest goal.
I like it. And I think that nowadays, like taking time and putting money and effort to do something to enjoy it, it's somewhat political, like a very important decision in this world that is always thinking about producing, creating money, like having, like being willing to spend time, spend not as in money, you know, like spend time, quality
invest,
time,
or invest.
Yeah, invest. I like that word much better. Invest time in sharing with others and thinking about the world and ideas and getting to know people, and being willing to listen. It's so valuable, right?
Yes.
It's so valuable and important that there are still people that want to do things, to learn something new, to enjoy, to have fun, because this world needs that, in my opinion. If you could, if you have to choose anyone to be on the show, anyone, living or dead, who would you invite?
But the two people that I would love to meet, at the top of my list would be Obama and Ricky Gervais.
So cool. I would love, Mariano, please let's call them, please. I would love to get to talk to them. Yeah.
So there you go. That has to be my vision. My vision: Obama, Ricky Gervais, and then to bring in a woman, because I don't want to seem sexist. One of these Brené Brown.
Who would I choose, living or dead? And for example, I think of Amy Winehouse, or I don't know, or JFK, or Marilyn Monroe. And also, like here in Buenos Aires, I'm also thinking of unsolved mysteries, unsolved crimes. I love true crime documentaries. And here in Argentina, there is like a very important crime. It happened in 2002, It was in a country club, like in a neighborhood, close neighborhood, and it's oh my, Maria
Maria
Marta
Marta.
Garcia Bersunce.
Maria Marta, yeah.
I would love to interview her to say, who did it? Tell us. Like, who did you see?
Ah.
What did you see your last minutes? And it's heartbreaking for me, her story. She was such a nice person. She was involved in in many important things, helping, and it's such a mystery. So I imagine I would
You like to solve mysteries.
Yeah, I'm a Scorpio. So would you like to know about our followers? Like, ask them a question now so they can answer it to us.
Oh, the first question is, what is your dreams, or what are your dreams? Life, you only live once, goes by pretty fast. And I really enjoy knowing what people's dreams are, and then if they're going after their dreams. That's what I would want of my children, my friends. And
I would love to ask them what they would like to see here in Fearless Conversations. So you can answer that to us in the comments. And I loved talking to you, Mariano, today. I loved asking these questions. People can leave in the comments who they would love to interview or to see on this show, living or dead, okay?
yeah, or just to meet, to who are their mentors or idols. That's a nice thing.
I love that.
A beautiful thing. Well, very good. Thank you so much, Euge, because those are great questions. Usually I'm the one asking the questions.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Thanks for watching. I'm Euge, and I'm with
Mariano.
Let's hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, you can subscribe and hit the like button, and don't forget to comment and answer all our questions. We made a lot of questions for you, and see you next time.
Ciao. Bye. Thank you.
This is the end of our episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.